So hello and welcome. I was actually recording the video. So this was a video on how to do open source contributions, how to do open source contributions, basically not how to do it, or basically like actually doing a open source contribution which can actually make a change on a real world repository, so you can get an idea on how to do it. This is not a अपडेट रीड मी थिंग कि लाइक मैंने तुम्हें दिखा दिया कि हाउ टू अपडेट रीड मी एंड यू आर गोइंग देयर्स एंड bonkers like don't do this. You are taking a real world repository there, so you can go and actually contribute to this. And I am thinking of 2 repositories and already looked up to it. I have 2 repositories, which is from our own captain Piush, which is this one, TTG Lucifer, not Starty, or Everato. So this one is the old one. This one is the new one, which is under Everato Industries. So here I have to like contribute. If you don't have any idea of what this is our own, like Piush created it for like the purpose of event management, which is not kindly open source right now. If you go to devfolio or something like this, or confhub, if you go here, and this is an event management platform. These event management platform like take up a lot of resources or money, as you know. It has a pricing tag. You can go there and check it out. Devfolio is particularly really you will know about it if you have gone to any like hackathons, any workshops. You'll probably know about Devfolio a little bit. This one is not Devfolio in general. This is mostly type of a thing where you can actually host your own Devfolio. Got it? This is more like that kind of a stuff. What is the catch part? This is entirely built on Golang. So you may think, Mohak, why don't you took up a easy language? So I was thinking about it. So there's another one which is Starty, and why I'm taking Piush's repository. I have no idea. I kind of like his repositories are actually pretty well managed, so that is the reason. He has this one, which is actually another like good repository. This is also a really good repository. It is kind of a complete repository, as you can see. So there we have to think about it. This one is a place, or more like a blogging site, as we can see, where people can actually put up their startup pitch and like do this stuff that I need to understand, whatever that is, but I can actually contribute to this pretty well. But this has one problem. This doesn't actually open sourced it. What do we mean, Mohak? This is entirely on GitHub. This is entirely on GitHub, but everything is not in GitHub. Is mostly a open source repository, or must not be a well maintained repository. This is not a well maintained repository, but Everato is actually a pretty well maintained repository, and it is pretty big repository, as you can see. If you go to any kind of repositories like this, you will going to find a lot of like commits there, lot of files there, and people usually get a little bit of dizziness ki yeah, we have to contribute to some of the things, like itna zyada mere ko nahi aata, I don't know about it. Similarly, that is the reason why I took up this, because I actually kind of lack Golang, because I left Golang a lot of time ago. But so that was why I am kind of dealing with some of a repository which I have no idea about. So Everato is that kind of a repository. But big question ahead. You may think there is a contribution tag, and when the contributor there is you, how do you hear if you don't know about it? Good question. I am here because I actually previously contributed to this a little bit. But then I have a idea about what Golang is, not Golang is. I kind of contributed to the backend side. So here, this is not the main one. If you go to the main one, which is Piush DTG Lucifer, I think it one, yeah, this one is the previous one. And if you go to the pull request here I have contributed. Here I have contributed with the backend side. So if you go into the file changes, I have contributed to the backend side, which does have a lot of things right here. Yeah, long story short, I do contributed to this. So I have some bit of an idea how to run a Golang repository. I actually closed it, right? Closed it. Everato. But why do I contributing to this? Because most probably, actually I forgot about Golang. So that is the reason I am not working in it. So that is the reason I saw something, two of the bugs right here, which is recently, very recent. It is 12 minutes ago. Piush actually put up 2 issues. So I thought, why not contribute to this? I actually assigned this to myself directly because I am the contributor right here. We are going to look about 2 things. These are firstly, event page images are not visible. So right here, what is the problem statement says? The problem statement says, go to all events page. You will see currently there are gray boxes in the places of the pictures. So this is a front end issue. So why I picked up this, because here, if you see right here in the www section, there is a whole TypeScript code base right here. How do I know about it, Mohak? I can't know about it. Yes, you can't know about it because you don't follow the project structure. If you go to the readme directory or the readme, and if you go to the project structure, you will going to see there is a www section, which is a React front end application. So this does have a front end section. So there are some of the issues which we can tackle as it is in TypeScript. So that would be easier for the person who are more familiar to JavaScript, as I am also mostly familiar to JavaScript. And I'm going to try to contribute to this. This could going to be a long video. So like take up some coffee, whatever you wanted to have, and try to enjoy the video. Not going to contribute to Starty, we're going to contribute to Everato. So firstly, what you need to do, how to do a contribution. Firstly, go to the fork and fork this repository a little bit. I have to fork this repository. Choose the owner, I think. Oh, I do have a repository right here. I didn't delete it. So if I go to the Everato, this one is the old one. I do have it. Actually, you have to fork it. That is. Oh, fuck. Acha. For this, I'm deleting this repository from my side. You don't have to do these kind of things. I'm going to tell you what you need to do. Fuck. I hate these. Where's the authenticator? Authenticator. Okay. So this is clear now. So right now I'm going to go to the Everato. On this one. I'm going to fork this repository from where? From right here. This is the fork one. I'm going to fork it and create a new fork. I created a new fork. Now if you go to the code section, I'm going to copy the SSH code, SSH, whatever this is, repo link, and I'm going to make it to 5 and come here, not to make it to 5, come here, I'm going to open a 2 projects. I'm going to copy it right here, would be better. What did I did? Basically in GitHub at least, अगर तुम्हारे पास कोई repository है, if you have a repository on your own, let's say इसके पास पीयूष के पास एक repository है which is Everato, right? What is the workflow? I have to clone this repository. So what do we need to do? What do I need to do? I have to clone this repository and I have to make it mine. I have to kind of like stealing Piush's repository, and I have to make my changes. So I make it Mohak's repository and I made some changes. Let's say ठीक है, I make it to, let's say मैंने इसका कलर ग्रीन कर दिया, ठीक है, got it. So what is the next thing I'm going to do? I'm going to make a propose a changes कि मेरी जो repository है, I have made some changes, can you please pull my changes to your code base? If I like trying to contribute to them, I'm going to change something in my local repository or in my remote repository, and then what I'm going to do, I'm going to tell Piush's repository to pull my changes. So if Piush saw this, Piush will going to see a pull request, got it? So Piush will going to see a pull request, and when Piush will going to see a pull request, Piush, what will Piush do? If Piush accepted the pull request, he will going to have these things again. And if he changes this to another thing, if he changes something later and I wanted to contribute to it, I have to fetch that changes. I have to fetch these changes again. So basically I have to fetch these changes again. So I'm going to be similar position with Piush. So this is the workflow that we are going to follow. So yeah, enough talk, go to Everato. So okay, you're not going to understand this pretty well. I think VS Code would be better for you guys. So I have opened my VS Code. Does this background actually annoys you a little bit? If it does, I have to find a way to like how can I make the background blur, not blur, tight, no idea. So this is one is the repository, right? Wait a sec guys, this is not related to your इससे कुछ हुआ नहीं. Okay, I think you can see it pretty well. I don't think there's a big issue in it. Okay, I'm going to open a repository. Yeah, this is pretty much visible. So we have to install some things. Okay, that are the things we are going to see from the repository itself. So firstly, whenever you are going to like whenever you are actually finding something, finding a like contributing to a repository, First thing you have to see is the contributing or contribution.md. Okay, why this contribution.md, got it? So if you see the contribution.md, you will going to see there is a lot of things right here, but this is the how to set up this particular project. Okay, so what are the technologies does this use? Firstly, it uses Golang, which is 1.24. It uses Postgres, it uses Docker Compose, it uses Make and Node.js and PMPM with Tailwind compilation. Got it? How to set up it? So this is the first thing we have done it, fork it and cloning the repository. We are actually in the repository right now. This is the next thing we have to do. Right now it has some changes, as it suggests DTG Lucifer, it should be Everato. We can change it, kind of leave it right here. What do we need to do? You have to copy this one, so just copy this and like copy this template. You have to type make install right here, so I'm going to do a make install. It will take a lot of time. तब तक के लिए थोड़ा सा repository को देखते हैं. What does this repository actually have? This repository actually is kind of a big to firstly look at. So धीरे धीरे आते हैं. What are the things that does it have? So it has a config which has a config.go. If you are from a Go, if you are a Go developer, okay, Golang developer, this does not actually look like a very what should I say, indifferent to you. तुम्हें ये बहुत ज़्यादा अच्छा ठीक है, ये मैं थोड़ा सा भी समझ सकता हूँ, ठीक है. There is a possibility you will going to understand it. Why? If you have seen my repositories, if you have gone to my repository, and I do have a auth go name, something like this, auth-go. I think I have a repository like this, and here if you see, okay, this does not have a good one. I do have it actually. Like in Golang, these kind of project structure is fairly common. If you have ever used Golang, this particular project structure is purely common, as it has a config, it has an internal, and it has a package. Inside that internal, you will going to see most of the controllers or the middlewares or routes, as you can see. In the PKG or the package, you will going to see extraterrestrial services. Extra services. Okay, let's see a Express repository and try to understand it from a perspective. I have a Express repository called like ecom. I think I have a e-commerce app, which is an Express backend language or backend repository, in which you have a source folder and have these kind of things. Okay, it has an index.js. If you have ever worked in Express.js, if you know Express, okay, if you know Express, you will going to see these kind of repositories a lot. Okay, if you know Express, you will going to see this project structure a lot. In Express, this is fairly common to use a index.js, app.js, middlewares, controllers, DB, models, routes, and utils. There are some repositories where you will going to find services too. Okay, so that's a different thing. But in Golang, if you are reading a Golang code base, in Golang, PKG has all these services. Okay, so I'm going to take a screenshot of it. Okay. I understand why I left this. So in Golang, the PKG, here is the PKG. The PKG is basically similar to the like you can think of these services, okay, for Express repositories. If you ever worked in Express, you're going to see these kind of things are actually definitely relies with the services. So the internals right here, the internals are basically, as you can think of, are the controllers or any other like DB and whatever routes, DB, whatever you can think of is in the internal. Got it? Docs are pretty much documentation, as you can understand. Docker is basically if you could have understand Docker is basically the like what is Docker is basically I can't explain Docker right now. It is a pretty much bigger topic if you understood it. So yeah, Docker is a different topic. We will not going to understand Docker a lot, but yeah, one thing to understand is key. It has a Docker which has all the Docker related files. If you ever worked with Docker, you will going to understand it pretty much. It has a demo UI which has all the assets. Could have named better, but demo UI. Internal have all the routes, DB, whatever, like you can see here. Databases, handlers. Handlers are basically equal to the controllers of Express. Middlewares are actually the middlewares. Services are actually different from the services in PKG. PKG has all the config kind of stuff. This is kind of a different from Express people, as you have npm repositories. In npm repositories, these things doesn't actually have any issues. In if you have ever used npm libraries, there this doesn't have a big issue. Okay, तुम्हें ज़्यादा प्रॉब्लम्स नहीं होंगी इफ़ यू एवर वर्क विथ npm पैकेजेस. देन तुम्हें ज़्यादा प्रॉब्लम्स नहीं होंगी. एज यू कैन सी कि इन npm पैकेजेस दिस इज़ नॉट अ बिग प्रॉब्लम, क्योंकि वहाँ पर बहुत सारी चीज़ें तुम्हें इनबिल्ट मिल जाती है, बहुत ज़्यादा एब्स्ट्रैक्शन तुम्हें मिल जाता है. बट इन गोलैंग वो चीज़ तुम्हें नहीं मिलती. इन काफका, अच्छा काफका में कुछ ज़्यादा नहीं है, तो काफका काइंड ऑफ सेटअप नहीं है. लॉगर इज काइंड ऑफ सेटअप्ड. Template I think was because this repository used Temple few months ago. It doesn't use Temple now, it uses React. So yeah, it was using Temple, as you can see right here. It is downloading Temple, probably using Tailwind with like HTMX. It was before Piush decided to use HTMX with it. So that is the thing. Yeah, it does have some issues last time. Okay, first command is actually completed, the make install command. What is the next command we have to run, which is make db. So copy it and kind of paste it right here. So the database will going to start. So this is actually pulling the database from Docker. If you know Docker, again it would be easier. If you don't know Docker, then okay, just follow along with it. Or you can watch any video about Docker. What is Docker? But this is basically running our database in Postgres. We don't have to think about Docker much because that is completely set it up by Piush better. So database is already running. What is the next thing we have to do? the migrations that I have to push. Okay, I'm going to make a new terminal. I'm going to paste it right here, and big issue, big issue, big issue, big issue. Okay, in the make file, if you go here, we're going to find a lot of things. Acha, if you are not kind of familiar with this stuff, this is the reason why you need to like understand the repository a little bit. Otherwise तुम्हें बहुत ज़्यादा problems होंगी. Understand the repository, understand the like tech stack. Otherwise that is a big issue. But okay, search it up. Like okay, this is one. This one is the repository. In the scripts there is a migrate up. I think I have to make a new. Firstly, I'm thinking of making a new branch would be better. So where is the issues? Good one. Issues मुझे ढूंढना पड़ेगा थोड़ा सा. Which issues I like to work in? This issue is actually pretty much good, but I'm thinking of this issue now. Browsing state won't save after going to another page or going to the previous page. This is also a front-end issue. This issue is happening on the events page. So you have to kind of access the event page, but I shouldn't do it in master. I have to create a branch called feed or fix would be a better name. Front end issue fix, front end minor fixes a fix. Great. What is the command? I forgot. I think not branch, I think probably checkout. Yes, I'm in a fix front end minor fix branch. Why did I created it? Good ओपन सोर्स प्रैक्टिस इसकी जो भी चीज़ पे तुम कंट्रीब्यूट कर रहे हो, मेक श्योर कि उस चीज़ को तुम एक्चुअली में लाइक डिफरेंट करो कि विद अ सरनेम फर्स्ट एंड देन उसके बाद जो भी प्रॉब्लम तुम सॉल्व कर रहे हो. Right now I am solving a front end issue. That is why I am like writing it in this way. This is a good practice that is not actually stated in the contribution.md. If you go here and you'll see here, you will not going to find a lot of things related to the in which branch we have to contribute, but it is a good practice. Feature request. Yes, this is the bug fix type. So whenever you are fixing a bug, you're going to name it like this. And this is the commit message guideline. This is not the thing I'm asking. This one is the thing. So this one is how our way to fix it. This should be bug fix, not this. So what do I need to do? I have to go back to the previous branch, check out master and get branch. How to delete a branch? This is a good question. How to delete a branch? -d. Acha. Okay. Okay, did I fuck up? I fucked up, right? Yeah, I kind of fucked up. मुझे ये ब्रांच को डिलीट करना है, so I'm going to type this. Oh, not branch. Sorry, not checkout. This should be branch. Yes, this is the first thing I deleted. What is the next thing I have to delete? The main branch, as the main is not in this one. If I type git branch, this is the master branch. Right now I'm going to check out to the master branch before doing anything else. So I'm going to check out to master. I'm right now in the master, and if I type branch here, it doesn't have anything. So we are pretty much clear now, and I'm going to create a new branch right here, which is naming checkout -b bug fix / frontend minor fix. This one is a how to switch to a new branch. This is the new branch I created called bug fix minor frontend minor fix. If you come here in the link section, you will going to see how you have to name it. Okay, so the branch naming is actually clear here. So yeah, okay, now I have to do the stuff. What are the stuff I have to do? I have to run the database, which I'm actually running right now. I'm running the database, and I have to switch to git branch. No, git not branch, git checkout. Git checkout where bug fix minor fix. This one is the branch I have to check out to, and I have to write this. Okay, migrate command not found. Great, man. Internal db migrations. It does have a migrations. Why it doesn't work? Let's search it. Right, when we're going to come to ChatGPT, my हमेशा के साथी. Okay, I have to install Golang migrate. Then I can proceed further. So if I'm installing Golang migrate, if you're using Go, I'm using Go. Let's download using Go. I think installation के time पे मुझे कुछ issue हुआ था. So yeah, another issue again. Okie dokie. Running migrate. Do I am writing it correctly? That is a good one. Okay, the binary is not getting found, so that is a unique problem. Did I make install it? Make install. Yeah, I did correctly installed it. Okay, in the make file, where is the make file? This one is the make file. गर्मी लगने लगी. I have to inspect the script. Okay, let's go to the script again. The script, where is the up script? This one is the up script. Going to take it from here. So do I have the env? I have the env, but do I have anything in the env? I have nothing in the env right now. Give it a env name. Fill this with the basic like default values. Why did I did it? This is the reason why I am doing it. The reason is basically is because this was running entirely locally, so I can like use the default values. How do I know the default values? Is because I think if you using Postgres, you're going to know. Failed to open database PQ password authentication failed for user Postgres. Great. Okay, I think this one has something which I don't know, which is in the Docker. So finally we have to kind of interact with the Docker container, as in the Docker container it has these. So you have to use these in the environment. So this one is the one. So I'm going to use this. Okay, there is this one that I have to use it again. Yeah, kind of. Now this should work, as I have to run my database, which I'm going to run from here. And if I run my migrate db, I migrate up. Everato. Acha, database password is root access, which is true. Database user is Piush, or you have to use Piush. Yeah. Okay, the migration failed. Column name. Fuck this one. I'm going to use just going to copy paste this stuff. Great. Based on this Docker compose, rewrite the .env. So this one is the .env, which is updated based on the docker compose file. Cool. Now if I run it, great. Syntax error near expected token env 24. Where is 24? Bad. Sorry भाई, but थोड़ी गाली तो निकलेगी. Dirty database version 7, fix and force version. Setting up the project took 40 minutes, more than anything. Acha, option 1 I can do to force the migration at the quick version, quick and common. Roll back to the previous version. This one. Fail to parse db URL cannot be empty. So I have to kind of use this db URL. Okie dokie. Now if I try to migrate, finally it worked. Seems like it does. Now after doing so much of these, if I run make dev, there is no file in this repository. Cool. I think I have to manually go to the www file and I have to install it manually. So if I go there, and if I write pnpmi, this is going to use this stuff to install all the dependencies that are actually here. And if I type pnpm dev, this is going to start this repository, start this website. If I here, this is one is the main website which this talking about. If you go here, you're going to see the events page. We'll go to the second page or the third page. I can't go to the third or second page. Okay. If I type make dev, no such file in this directory. This one is definitely the worst kind of an error I can think of, because I think I have to install ER or something like this. If you don't know ER is the Golang's nodemon. I think I was correct about it. Yeah, it was not installed, so I have to use install. Like in the make install, there are some issues that you might have to encounter, which you have to like resolve it manually right here. Probably then it will going to work. Does stop it. Does work here. So it is building it. Failed to build. Permission denied. .bin. Great. Does it working or not? That is a big question. This one is not working. Failed to build. There is a permission denied in the bin folder. If I write sudo make dev, there is not a file in this. If I have to install it for sudo. Now if I sudo make dev, great man. Oh man. Okay. Okay, right now it is running. Finally, does it? If I write make build, does it have a make build? So the bin folder doesn't have the permissions for it. So if I go to the bin folder, doesn't have the permissions for it. So if I give the permissions to everything right here, if I type make dev here now, permission denied, and it is kind of started in the 9090 proxy handler unable to reach app. There is not a file right here. Let's see if this is a generic issue or is there a build command that I have to find? There is a dev, there is a build. Yeah, surely there is a build. If I type make build, if I type sudo make build, to does installed a lot of things, I think similar things for my sudo user. So does it make a change? That is the main question. Okay, even if it makes a change, I think yeah. Acha, so now there is a lot of issues, which are these. So I can make a sudo make dev now. Error isn't found. If I type make dev, does it work or not? Man, that is the main question. Acha, not working kind of. If I go to the www and events, unable to reach the app. Okay, take it to ChatGPT and let's see what he can do. Okay, dokie, I can do this. Cannot remove. No package.json. Oh, acha, sorry, my bad. Now there is a dist folder. Where is the dist folder? There is not a dist folder right here. Make sure the bin folder exists and it is writable. Acha, first thing to set up invalid group. This is the fixed file permissions. There's an invalid group that is coming, which I'm kind of okay. I think this one should work now. Yep, this worked. Now if I try to rebuild it, Go cannot write multiple packages to non-directory. To do a clean build, try to do a build again. I hope this time it worked. Nope. That doesn't. So there are two issues. I think this is working, but there is one big issue, which is does it the issue from the www folder. So www folder, go here and make dev. There is no make dev to start with, so I should start it with here. That is pretty much the reason. If it doesn't work, then I have to migrate it again. Trying to migrate it again. Let's migrate it again. No change, or docker ps no files running, make db, okay. सुपर यूजर्स पे प्रॉब्लम आ रही है, राइट? Okay, let's read this a little bit. Let's make all of this kind of इसको भी थोड़ा सा लाइक एक स्ट्रिंग पे कन्वर्ट कर देते हैं, बिकॉज देयर आर समटाइम्स जब इस पे प्रॉब्लम आती है, बट नॉट दिस टाइम. आई थिंक I have to manually go inside of the Postgres and I have to create these. That is the thing they are asking me to do. Is it? अगर वो चीज़ होती है then it's a tedious task to do. I think let's try to this is the thing I have to do. I have to manually go inside the database. Acha, sorry, what was the password again? What was the password? Root access, root access. Now I'm inside the Everato, and I have to create the super user table, which certainly exists. Oh no, yeah, it exists. You'll see which columns doesn't exist. Let's copy this. Kind of copy. Let's copy this. Haven't worked with. Your super users table doesn't have a name column, it has username instead. Acha. I have to manually add a name column to the database. Option 1, update your Go code to username instead of name. It aligns with the DB name. Okay. I have to make some changes in the Go code instead of the SQL code. That would make it better, but I have to search for the Go code. Let's search here. Where is this particular file is? Probably this one. Is it this one? That is super user init, super user login, super user admin. Is there a super user init? Handlers. This is a DB. There are queries. There are repositories. Super user query. If there is a super user query, there is username right here. So that is already cleared. Where is the issue? There is username, here is username. So I don't think so. There should be a name. Error column name of relation super users doesn't exist. This one is pretty interesting. Okay, there is a name exist right here. Does it? Yes, it does. But if I go inside the SQL, there is no name column exist. I think I need to create the name column manually for now. I don't think it would be better task, but yeah, hacky-ish. But what can I do? Pretty hackish. I don't know why there isn't a name column itself, but there isn't. What can I do? Okay, different error, not the previous error. So if I go to the events folder now, finally it is working and running really, but I can't go to the second page and the third page. What's happening? I'm not logged in. Great. View all events. I can go to all events or something like this. I can go to the next. I can create the next. Big issues. Go to the console. The health check. Server is running perfectly fine. Great. If I type on the or click on the 2, there is no error which is coming. Do I need to go to the 8080 side or 8080 side? There are two sides. In which side I have to go? Okay, I have to go to the the prominent side, but yeah, sample image. I can't even go to the second page. Big issue. Setting up the project is a big task. As you can see here, it is actually a big task. Pretty hackish, pretty ad hoc-ish way to come here, but if I ever wanted to go to the issue side, as the issue said, event page is not visible. I think they have to kind of assign images to this. If you don't understand the issue, what is the issue? I actually understood the issue, but I can't go to the second page. It has 6 issues. Okay. If I create an issue, let's create an issue. Okay, I have to pause it a little. I have some work to do. I'm not pausing, I'm coming back a little bit later. 1-2 minutes later. Okay, I came back. The issue was I have to manually create something. So the create event is not found, and there is no particular images which is coming back right here. To test even the issues, I have to create some issues. I have to find some ways to create an issue. That is a big thing. I can contribute to creating an issue. That is tedious task to do. Actually tedious task. I can actually contribute to the I'm actually contributing to a different issue than I thought. Let's go into the not into the auth section. Is there a auth section? There is a login section right here which is there, but I couldn't able to find the login section right here. Contact page is coming, about page is coming, home page is right here. Can I create the issue? I can't. So the creating issue is in the create event. So where is the create event is actually? There should be a browser router. I'm finding the browser router. Okay, there is the browser router. Base name is there. Into the app, there should be a app routes. Yeah, here is the thing. There should be a create page. Where is the create page? Is there a create event? There is a create event. This one is the thing. I have to create an event, but before this, I have to find how to create an event. Creating an event could be a tedious task, as you can see. So I'm kind of back. I was going for a work. So yeah, where I was in the create event page. So this is the create event page where I can create the events. So basically, I left it there. Yes. Huh. So what are the things do I need to think of? Firstly, there is an api.ts which has a base URL. This there is a base URL which is this. Definitely. Okay, there is a dashboard. So this is entirely if I go back right here, if I browse the events, there is this music festival, cool. There is this food and wine expo. Yeah, there is food and wine expo. There are all of these. Yeah, there are a lot of these. There are 3 expos, but where is the wellness retreat? Where is the wellness retreat? Hey, where is the wellness retreat? This is on the dashboard. This is not on the events. That is on the dashboard. So where is the dashboard? Dashboard is the home. So the home has this, and if I click on the view all events, so this one here has probably all the things. Cool. Here it is. This is the hard coded value. So if this is the hard coded value and I change it to anything else like man. So if I make it this, you're going to see there is no change. Is it running? Yeah, probably running. If I refresh it, yes, there is a Mohak. So I have to basically change the event image. So I need. So here right now, what is the thing is the problem? You will understand. If you see the bug here, event page images are not visible. These are not visible because these are actually fake images or mock images. Basically, what is the right issue to write? The right issue should be call the, like, there should be a all event page or all event API. If I call an all event API, like event all or whatever all, if I find something like this, and if I call it, and then if I like refresh it right here, then I think there should be all of the things. But before everything else, what do I need to do next? I need to kind of basically what I need to do, I have to create some events by my own. To create some events, I have to go to the create event page, which doesn't exist, as there is no create event page actually is there. There is in the home page, there is a create event route. If I'm not entirely wrong, there is a create event route. There is a create event route. Okay, the create event route is on the, not on the home page. Yeah, it on the home page, but it's also on the page, but that is not the factor. I have to create a page called create event and I have to put it there. Put it on to the create event here. Here I'll have to put this one is good. Into the app.tsx app routes. Here I'll have to put something like this. Where is the create event route? Here is the create event route, which is returning this. I will have to cut it down. I'm going to create a create event page. Could be better. As the naming convention goes, how he named it, I'm going to name it similar like it. RFCE create event, create event. Cool. I'm going to paste the exact things here. I'm going to format it a little bit. Now it's looking good, right? I'm going to import it from the pages, and now this will be similar or the same. To be honest, yes, it is the same, but it has some changes. Right here, if I change to hello world or something like this, and if I refresh, it has some issues refreshing. It's still the same. Why? Into the routes, I do created a create event page. Came here, created this create event page. Yeah, now it's working. Acha, it takes some time to reload, so that is the reason. Cool. Now I have to create an event, but before I have to dug up the API and find out what are the things where I can, like, what is the thing I have to send to the backend in order to create an event. So basically I have to create an event via an API first, then I have to create an event via this particular thing. Okay, that I'll have to figure it out. Cool. This is the API. This is the handler part. This is the docs. I don't need it. This is the config. So there is a API prefix I have seen, which goes to API/v1. Really don't want to go into the YAML. There is a lot of things right here. Internal handlers. The handlers are basically the route part. Okay, not the controller part. I was wrong, because the controller part is in the services. I was wrong before. Okay, the admin route, it has the base path of admin. Here if you see clearly, it has all the login part. So basically it will going to resolve it as like, if you get it, it will going to resolve it as admin/login, but before it will have an API/v1, because there is an API prefix before. Got it? This was the reason. Not a big deal. What I'm asking the event page. So this one is the event page, but before I have to log in as an admin, so I have to log in as an admin. So to log in as an admin, I need to look at what is the login. Okay, what are the login credentials? I have no idea. Cool. There is this H. Where is this H coming from? H coming from the admin handler. Where is this admin handler coming from? Here it is coming from. Not here. Probably here. Not probably here. Okay, here is a good amount of docs right here. If you type admin/login, you will going to log in as a super admin. Cool. Yeah, it's pretty much cool, but I want to know which structure do I need to send. What is the body do I need to send? That's a good one. Let's go to Postman. If you know Postman, cool. If you don't know Postman, that's also cool. You can learn it anyways. What is the base path? The base path. Probably localhost 8080. Localhost, not this one. HTTPS, not HTTP. Localhost 8080/APY/v1/admin/ if there is a create button. It has a create button. I'm going to create and make it a request. This is a false request. I'm going to create a post. Admin authentication required. JSON body. Yeah, that is the thing I'm asking. What is the JSON body? Actually forgot how to, like, username. There should be a username, password. I have no idea. Into the config, there should be something called a super user. There's a name, there is a username, there's a password. This one probably is the thing we call the super user and the stuff. I'm hoping that. There is this probably name Piush. I don't know what it takes to log in. I have to manually read the stuff. So there is this one which is logging in. Admin login. Get all admins. I can get it. I can't get it probably. Here it is, creating all the parts. Admin DTO, not the thing I'm asking, It does have a lot of code, not gonna lie. This is the response code. I wanted to find the request code. What is the proper request format? Okay, if you are getting kind of confused what is this particular thing is written here, you can go and pretty much get it. This is a parse body on admin DTO. This is the one I'm asking. This is the new create admin DTO. Where is this admin DTO is coming from? Utils. HTTP utils. Nope. Okay, there is a lot of things right here. New admin DTO. I don't think there should be, there shouldn't be. There's not, there isn't a lot of things right here. I don't think so. Admin DTO. Here is the admin DTO. Okay, email, username and password. This is the admin login DTO. Okay, cool. There shouldn't be this. There should be email, which is basically super user's email. What is the super user's email? Now that's a good question. I'm going to give the super user's email. I have no idea what is the super user's default email. Is it Piush? What is super user's email? That is kind of, I can get it from the database itself. I have a PSQL. I can get the super users right here. How can I think there should be T super users, not T. How to see the super users? How to list? Acha. Basic CSS, basic SQL from super users. Okay, admin Everato. This is the probably the email. Worst way to find it. Password. What was the next thing they are asking in admin DTO? The username. What is the username now? The username is, I kinda hate Postgres for this. What is this, bhai? Please Postgres, fix it. Username is admin. I'm hoping it works. Please works, man. Incorrect password. First one is the ID, second one is the email, third one is the password. This one is pretty much good to go. It said incorrect password. Last thing is the name, which is verified false. If it is int verified, is there a checker कि like ये verified है कि नहीं? This should be right. Yeah, it's getting a lot bigger than I expected. A lot bigger. Cool. Why is there a invalid password? I'm sick of it now already. Yeah, there is an admin DTO which said this is the correct one, but this isn't verified. So do I have to make it verified? That is a question. If I go to the alter table and alter table super admin super users, add column name, I can change it to like how to write the SQL for it. Good question. Update alter table. Fuck, I think it was not update, it was alter table. How to update in Postgres. SQL time, guys. Update super users. Cool. Set verified to true where username, let's say, is admin. Error, admin doesn't exist. Column admin doesn't exist. Column admin doesn't exist. Huh? Column admin doesn't. I'm not asking for column, man. Where, let's say, what is it there? Email is equal to this one. Column Everato doesn't exist. I'm not a goat in SQL though. Yeah. अच्छा, double quotes नहीं, single quotes. Still the same issue. I think the T should be also in the single quote thing. Updated. So now if I go back here, I'm going to see there's an updated verified user. Now if I try it, same issue. Okie dokie. What are left? Probably super users or the admins. And if the admins and the super users are different, that's a different question. So super users, I think super users and the admins are the same thing. So it doesn't make any sense. Yeah. Can I get all the admins value for free? Please give me. Please, man. I'm asking. Probably not. That's for sure. How can I get the admin value for free? I'm straight up saying it from the from here, man. What do you need? Wanted to create a new user, but that also needs some super admin access. Okay, a lot of things there. Pretty much I found out what is the problem. How can I solve it? What is the way to solve it? Big question, can I contribute to the front end? Yes, I can. I can simply create a front end for it. That is a good contribution. I think that is also a good contribution, but that is not the solution for this problem. So yeah, the solution for this problem is different. But can I create a front end for it? Yes, I can. I can go there and based on the thing, I can create a so in the Docker init, not Docker init, there's a YAML file. In YAML files, probably there is a YAML file. So this is the there's the admin, there's the root, there's this username admin, but it says great. If I make it a super user, if I give it a super admin username, which I'll have to if I wanted to make it him, config.yaml. This is the API prefix I was talking about. So there is a big issue. The big issue is not this one, not this one. The how much permissions, where I can get the permissions. The permissions is actually again in the config.go. Yeah, I understood the code base now again. Finally, for going on for a long time. Can I create a front end? That is the most mean task I can do. We'll start creating front ends, but before creating the front end, I need the body of the create event. What is the body of the create event? Oh fuck, क्या हो गया? Forgot it. VS Code. I think the whole thing was stopped again. Is it? I'll go back here. If I make a refresh, go back here, refresh, doesn't exist. Sorry for this inconvenience. Yeah, cool. Okay, guys, we are in a crash out phase now. So what is the thing I can make changes now? Okay, oh, this is the front end only. Again, completely opened the wrong directory. No, opened the right directory. No, yeah, this one is the right directory. The database is running still. No, make db make dev. Yeah, pretty much it. Go back, refresh. Okay. This could have been more easier if it was in Express or any JavaScript library, as I'm pretty much used to it now. But yeah, it is not. It is in Golang, so I have to go back time to time and have to find it. Oh, did I accidentally opened the main thing? Huh. Huh. Okay. I'm going to copy this. So the reason behind I'm copying this, I'm going to create a new chat. This is the mock event structure. Cool. This is a mock event structure, and if I click on the view details, it is on the view details, not on the link part. Okay. My legs are hurting. The proceed to check out book now. So this is this page. This is a big page. I don't want this. I think the home page should be enough. Yeah. Home page is also big. Home page is the biggest. Event is also big. Dashboard is also big. Everything has the same. I think dashboard is pretty much it. I can copy this, not this. Where is the result? Where is the return part? Return. Yeah. Not only the return part, I think from this part. Then copy this part. I'll tell why I'm copying it. This is the base color. Create event page. Only front end. What can I give it? As a form, and console logs all the values which the user submitted. Okay, if it works, guys. If it works. Not a great front-end UI guy. I am not not this one is a really good front-end, but how can I complain? The main thing I'm complaining about, what is the main thing which is the complaining thing? That is the admin handler. How the fuck can I not able to get it? It is saying invalid password. If I don't give the username, does something happen? Can't find the route you are looking for. Oh, sorry, my bad. Invalid password. I delete it. Fail to parse. This is the password, man. What do you want? Change the config email, right? Super admin. May I ask, where did I see the super admin? I saw it in the database itself, not. What was the password again? Root access. Select star from super users. How to clear it? Yeah, this one. Okay, this one is the code for the create event, right? I'm hoping it works. It doesn't. Okay, not a big issue. Let's debug it. Where's the issue? This one is the layout part, which is creating the problem. Give me the layouts. There's a T in the end. I think it's complete. We'll go back to the it's looking good. It's looking pretty decent. It has one issue, that it doesn't have a image page. That only can be solved if I find out the admin panel. Man, where is the admin anyway? I have the backend. I think I can remove the middleware and get the admin details. Can I get it? Yeah, I can get it, right? That is evil thought. For 1 second. That is actually a evil thought for 1 second. If it is checking the hash password, I'm hoping that is the reason why I can't getting logged. It's because it is checking the hash password. Don't check it, man. Please don't check it. PKG, it has the new logger, admin login. I have to go to the admin part. This is the admin part. Then there should be an login part. Admin verification. Why did he named it so different? I really wanted to know. Super user login. He does stop the hashing of the thing, which I understood was a really good move, but not as a good move as, like, I suppose Give me the JWT already, man. Verify password. I'm commenting it, hoping it works. It is saying incorrect password, man. Literally commented it. Super user found. अगर सुपर यूज़र फाउंड मिल ही गया है वो, अगर तो तुम मुझे सुपर यूज़र की क्यों नहीं दे रहे? इट इज़ अनऑथराइज्ड. What is this admin by email thing? Fucking hate it. Yeah, what is this? Admin by email, admin by email. Where is the admin by email? Where is it? I have to find it. Cool. Not cool at all. It is kind of getting in my head. Here is the super admin. Why can't I getting logged in? I'm giving the actual password. I'm kind of getting frustrated now, to be honest. My question is, why is it getting or giving me this? Because there is no way. I've confirmed it 2 ways. still giving me, I need to create it. That is the thing. Can I hide it for a little bit of time? I think I have some idea. No, I can't. I can actually make this here and submit it here, and like it's going to create something. For this I need the API for it. There's a high chance the API will not going to work because it needs a API authorization handle to create it. This kind of repositories can make it a little bit of harder to understand it. I am making it a little bit of pausey for 1 second. Big thing, guys. Big discovery for a minute. For some reason, I have no idea if you can think of it. Like, for some reason, I did migrate DB. It doesn't work. I restarted it again. Everything again. For some reason, it is working and giving me something else. This is kind of a thing I wanted to imagine, and I asked Piush a little bit. He doesn't giving me anything else, but he does give me something, which is basically what is the event structure. So this is the event structure. Probably where is it? Events create, I think. We can go back and like dig up and get the event created, which if you search here you will easily get it. Event create it. Here it should have a controller. Where is the handler? There's the handler, event handler. There's this create. So there should be an events path and there should be a create path. One particular thing that I need to grab pretty quick, which is from Piush himself. So for a minute I'm stopping it. So what I grabbed is not anything special. This is just the things you have to basically give. This is the part, or this is how you create an event. So not the previous one. So it is given by me from Piush. So this is actually different part. I can give it to ChatGPT. Modify the create event based on this. He will going to create it. We are going to create an event for us, so that would be better. So if I actually now, as I'm logged in and it has an error, it says violates the failed to create, try again later. Man, error, insert or update on table event violates the foreign key constraint. Great. What is the foreign key constraint? Now I am going more deeper into the DB level. as if I go to the queries, not on the migrations, if I type the event, so there is the SQL for it, right? What is the foreign key constraint? Man, this is hard. Error, insert or delete an update on the table itself violates the foreign key constraint. Events admin F key, SQL state. Should I create a different page? I'm asking this. This should be on the ending level. Lot of issues. This is what happens when you are really digging deep into a code base. Okay, there's the SQL one. Man. Okay. Before I have to find out where is the issue gone, I have to find out where the DB queries are. DB queries are here, but it is kind of like, man, why am doing it? Something like this. Create user. In the not create event, I need a create event. User query, event query. Create event. Insert into events, title, description, slug, banner, icon, admin ID, a lot of stuff. If you don't understand that, this is pretty standard SQL. I don't think there's a big issue if you have understanding it. Right now I'm kind of I think ChatGPT created it. Yeah. The create event page was a good start, to be honest. Damn, what are the pretty ChatGPT-ish code that I can imagine. What the fuck they wrote right here. Updated destructuring the form. Where is this form coming? Form is the state variable. Okay. Ticket types. Index. This one is pretty standard. I don't think so. Like layout. Cool. Two issues here. I can give it a TypeScript, ts ignore, and move on from now. And if I go back to the ts page, if I refresh a little bit and go back to the create event page, if I go to the event, now create event, it has some big ones which are actually we need a banner to update it. We can store it in Cloudinity, that is a good thing we can do, but right now I think this is pretty much enough. I have to take an event now. I think the video is really long for now. I think it should have a part 2. Right now I can imagine it should have a part 2, but right now we have created a lot of things. So what are the changes we have done? If we look about it, config.yaml changes, super admin changes, events tsx, changes. What are the changes I have done in event tsx? What is the change? What is even the change I have done? No idea. Events में क्या change कर दिया मैंने? अच्छा, I can. I forgot whatever the thing is. अच्छा, left it there. Events page, routes page. Okay, we have changed quite a little bit on the link side. We can commit that for now. We're going to come back to it and do it later. Code create event page for front end form is done. Form been done. Created. Create event page for front end form. Create event in create event page. I need a good PR. Yeah, pretty much good PR. Give me a PR based on this, not a commit message based on this. Commit message based on the changes. I'm pretty lazy to do this, to be honest. Okay, add front end, whatever the thing is, add front end full event form. This one is good. I can give at least this and push it onto the upstream branch of this. It's pretty much pushed right now. There is no extra work. New branch. Add everything. No, not this, sorry. Okay, I pushed. Did I pushed it? Everato. So in the www, so not WWE, in the pages I have a create event page which I actually pushed, which I have a lot of code right here. So this is the thing. I can make a pull request right now, but that will not be good because that doesn't solve the front end issues. But this is a pretty much good PR. I can make a pull request right from here, and like I have to write this. I have to fill up the whole what is the thing I'm solving, and I have to create a pull request. That is all, and they will have to like pull the pull request, which is a different topic. But I have to solve it. Right now we are not solving it. We understood the whole code base a little bit, how to set it up. This is a long time as we are doing it in an ad hoc ish way. So yeah, that is the thing we have to keep in our mind. Right now for this I'm signing out. मिलते हैं बाद में. We're going to talk about it a little bit more if you guys are interested. Otherwise I have to solve it by my own. I'm pretty much having a headache right now.